What's going on, you guys? Silent here, also known as Kenny. Silent85, known as Kenny. Welcome to a bit of a vlog. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. My radios went off. That was nothing. I just got done seeing Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings. Really good movie. I wouldn't say it's one of my top favorite Marvel movies, but it's definitely really good. I definitely recommend seeing it. I'm sorry I'm yawning. You know, it's funny, in the movie, no spoilers here, but it talks about a relationship between his father and his son. And me being me, you know, I don't, when I watch a movie, 99% of the time, I'm not just watching a movie, you know. I'm actually, as maybe egotistical as it sounds, I'm actually looking for some relation that I can connect with this movie in, from either my past or my present or my future, that I can see myself in, you know. I got a little I got a little emotional after the movie, I'm not gonna lie. It was a really good movie, but what really got me was I realized something pretty profound, and I wanted to touch on it here. It may also kind of explain everything else that's going on, but as you guys know, I recently had a cardiac scare because of something in my near my carotid artery. I touched on that. I've given some updates. They thought it was a dissection. They found something on a ultrasound. I got a CT scan to confirm that it wasn't a dissection or deep vein thrombosis, so on and so forth. And you know, it really hit harder since Dad recently passed back in April, of related issues, heart issues, as well as diabetes and kidney failure, all kinds of stuff. So but you know, since then I've had this sense of doom. I've had this sense of doom that has been hard to shake, and I think it's a doom. It's been equal to a number of things, stuff that's gone on in my life in previous years, all this heavy stuff that's happened with family and in my personal life, and just all kinds of drama, man. All kinds of drama, to put it simply. And, you know, it's drama that's to be expected at certain points throughout your life. And there's usually a space in between to where, you know, you can reconcile a bit and live your life, have a little bit of fun. But I haven't really been able to do that. So, but starting next week, I am getting back out on my own. I got some job applications out, some resumes out. I've got a little bit of a lucrative opportunity coming up that's going to allow me to sustain myself for a bit while I'm in between jobs. Get some bills paid. I've already got some bills paid ahead to plan ahead. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because it'll help me restart. It'll help me reboot. I don't know what's going on with all this, but I have been scared to death ever since my dad's passing of meeting my own end by natural causes. Straight up. And it scared the living hell out of me. And I can't tell you the 8 hours I spent in that ER, getting x-rays done and CT scan done. And I tell you, to see an ER is one thing, but to see it during COVID is quite another. And when you're also dealing with everything else, you know, I did a lot of reflecting. And, you know, I will say this, there has been some things that I have treasured a lot, and I realized it at times, but other times it was just like second nature to me. But one of the major things has been you guys, and those that have watched and hung out and engaged and DM'd me reached out to me, told me y'all's story. You know, shared parts of your life with me, shared your time with me over the years. And from some random stranger on the internet, look, a whole lot of people won't get this. They will not understand that you can make, I don't want to say spiritual, but it kind of works like that, I guess, in a way. An energetic connection with people that you'll probably never even meet or hug in real life. Shake their hand in real life. A lot of people may see it as sad, but it's the truth, man. It's the total truth. And look, you know, I've got my mental struggles. I've got my physical struggles, as we all do. And as one human being to another, I need to thank y'all. Because y'all really have, even though, again, we'll probably never meet, you really have helped sustain me in a lot of ways that you'll probably never know. But there's also been my family and friends. You know, they've been there for me. Unfortunately, certain parts of my family have negatively impacted me, whether they knew what they were doing or not. And I've had to distance myself from those individuals for my own reasons, for my own survival in some ways. But, you know, it's not to say I don't still love them. But I have to move on with my life without dragging along negative baggage, unfortunately. Which is okay to do, by the way. If anybody else ever tries to tell you otherwise, it's okay to do that. It's okay to go your own way. You know? It's totally human. And sometimes it's required. So, I'm getting really deep here, but you know, movies when I was a kid were a big deal. Dad used to drop me off, and this may sound a bit weird, but just bear with me. I used to go help my dad. He was a medical director. I used to go help him, hang out with him at work. I'd help clean some equipment, so on and so forth. And as a reward, or just to, you know, get me out of his office, he would give me $20-30 and drop me off at a local movie theater, right? I'd see movies for 4 or 5 hours straight, just half the day, especially during summer vacation. And I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I didn't get to see my dad as much as I'd like because he was working a lot, but, and there were some years I dealt with that, you know, and I hated him for it, but I came to terms with it, thankfully, before he passed away. And, man, I would see movie after movie after movie, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I wasn't stuck at home. I wasn't stuck in his office. I was looking at representations of human ingenuity when it came to script writing, when it came to production, when it came to direction, when it came to acting. And I escaped into it. And then later on, I would find that in video games, and then they both kind of equaled out. I always found the same thing in books as well, but the easier things like video games and movies, because see, with books it's a little more complicated. You definitely got to be a lot more imaginative, and you know, you gotta have time to be able to sit down and read. And unfortunately, in previous years, I really haven't had time. So I've been listening to audiobooks a lot more than I've been reading actual books. So there's that. But I did read a lot in middle school, so I guess that kind of equals out. But watching movies, I try to go to at least one movie every couple of weeks if I can, because it's not just the movies, it's not just watching some of my favorite universes, but there's also a smaller satisfaction in it of remembering when times with my dad, and when I would hang out with him, and him light went out. I'm literally outside the movie theater right now. I'm fixing to head home, but you know, my dad's always going to be a part of that experience. I know it sounds weird because he wasn't really with me, but there are memories that are associated with all that going on. So there's that. It's a weird little thing, but it's something. So this sense of doom that I've had, I'm trying to dispel it, you know. If something happens, it happens. I mean, there's not much. I've done what I can. And if I need to get medical help, I'll obviously get medical help, but I've had it looked at so far. I am going to get a second opinion within the next 6 months or so, but at this point, you know, I'm fixing to start a new chapter in my life, and I mean, I'm looking forward to another 30, 40 years. So, you know, I think it's all about outlook. So, worst case scenario, you know, if you're watching this and something's happened, thank you for everything. But beside that, just a random vlog, just putting some thoughts out there. To recap, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, awesome movie. Movies from my childhood relate to my dad. I've had a sense of doom that I'm trying to get rid of, and it sucks, but I'm dealing with it. I need to get back into counseling, to be honest. I'm going to do that eventually. Freaking lights. But anyway, there's that. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Remember, you're awesome. Never let the road tell you otherwise. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you later. Peace. Maybe these lights will quit going off.